That is for sure. You're facing a team that was in the state tournament, winning as the 7th seed, if I'm not mistaken, came out in the 4th. This is a solid ball club. They have the Scott girls that are really solid. This is the team, obviously, you can't be taken lightly. And in this gym, for some reason or another, the bounces always go against you.
Yeah, the rims aren't our friend here at this gym. So we always look forward to moving on after we get out of here. But, yeah, we're ready for tonight. We've been preparing this week for them. Just working on, basically, they're going to be shooting threes, and we're going to have to look out for Mack and Palmer.
That I remember last year when they came up to your place, and I mean they just pressed you into oblivion. I mean that was a really good team, and I'm sure that's probably in the back of your mind. Maybe some of your seniors in the back of their mind too. That we kind of owe them one here.
Yeah, we worked on the press break this week just so they're heads up, and we watched some film on them, and they do press some, but I think we'll be able to handle it tonight.
They run like a 2-1-2 or something.
They usually run a man. Or a 2-1-2.
Okay. Coming up, obviously Paige Bacher's had a great start to her season. I thought, in particular, obviously Scotland Kenny did a solid job down low, and she came on late in that game. But a couple other seniors, in particular, Olivia Olson and also Sheridan Voorhees, I thought what a world of difference. Those two really stepped up. It looked like they really got in a rhythm.
Yeah, they did. They stepped up in that North Central game for me really well, and I'm hoping they step up again tonight and play another good game.
Okay, well, tip-off coming up here in a bit. It's the Chargers. Get ready to take on the Raiders. Coach, I appreciate the time. Thanks so much. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, DT. You're the best, buddy.
All right, appreciate that. The amazing Susie Reeling, our head coach of the Sully Chargers. Pregame show continues with more after this on Country 95.3. Pregame show made possible by Bankwest Oneida. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hi, DT, along with you. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's contest. First off, for the visiting Sully Buttes Charger girls, starting off at one guard, Sheridan Voorhees. Sheridan, a 5'6" senior, number 5, Sheridan Voorhees. In the backcourt with her, Olivia Olson. Olivia, 5'5" senior, number 10, Olivia Olson. The forward, Annalise Van Zee. Annalise, a 5'9" senior, is number 11, Annalise Van Zee. There's Scotland Kinney. Scotland, a 6-foot junior, will be playing in the low post area. Scotland, again, a 6-foot junior, number 31, Scotland Kinney. And then Paige Bacher. Paige, a 5'11" senior, center, low post player. Paige Bacher, number 1. Bacher, a 5'11" senior, number 1, Paige Bacher. That starting lineup again, it is Voorhees, Olson, Van Zee, Kinney, and Bacher. Chargers coming in at 1-1 on the air, coached by Susie Rilling, assisted by Connor Decker. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Lyman Raiders. Starting off at one guard, Bree Smart. Bree, a 5'8" freshman, number 1, Bree Smart. It'll be Kenzie Wagner. Wagner, a 5'8" sophomore, number 2, Kenzie Wagner. Third guard will be Jordan Scott. Jordan, a 5'10" freshman, number 3, Jordan Scott. Forwards on the night will be Max Scott. Matt, an incredible player throughout her career. Mac, a 6-foot junior, number 21, Max Scott. And Brooke Palmer. Brooke, a 5'7" senior, number 22, Brooke Palmer. That starting lineup again for the Lyman Raiders is Smart, Wagner, Jordan Scott, Max Scott, and Palmer. As Lyman comes in 1-0, coached by Derek Buss, assisted by Brooke Scott. So that is the starting lineups for tonight's contest. And from the JV matchup, and it took overtime, but they only played a half. That one, and then it was tied at the end of 2 quarters. They played 3 minutes of overtime, and Lyman clipped the Chargers 18-16. The final in that JV contest. Following this game, we'll have the boys contest. So be ready for getting ready for that. Now let's see here. I don't seem like there's a little bit of a hold up here. Just also a reminder, halftime, the Blue Goose halftime report. We'll check out stats, scores, and more for you. So listen up. We'll have all that for you on the way. We'll also check in. We're also going to be checking in with the post-game show, the Country 95.3 Colson Farms Unsung Hero. Colson Farms works with their friends and neighbors to make sure everyone is successful. And also the Country 95.3 Yackley Ranches Player of the Game. We'll have that for you, where we pick a Charger athlete who works hard, stays focused, and adheres to good sportsmanship. And we have something going on down on the court. I'm not sure what is happening here. Someone is being escorted out. They're kind of really watching to make sure she's okay. There's an issue in the stands, but it looks like everything is okay. Yeah, this is a busy week here in Country 95.3 for Charger Athletics. Girls boys doubleheader coming up here tonight. And then Friday night, Charger girls get back home as they'll be taking on the Harriet Selby area Wolverines. So 2 tough matchups this week for the Charger Charger girls. The Charger boys equal to the toughness tonight. A very solid Lyman Raider boys team that just rolled against Potter County. A fairly solid Potter County team. They won last Friday, and then on Saturday afternoon, the Charger boys. The Charger boys will be traveling to Winter to take on the perennial powerhouse, the Winter Warriors, and the 12 o'clock start for the JV matchup. So the varsity should start about 1:15, and we'll have all of those games for you right here on your Riverfront Broadcasting Station as Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. As we are checking in here now. And the Chargers are being introduced. It's a good crowd here tonight. Always the Garden always, in all the games I've done here, even though if there's just a partial crowd here, it always sounds really good in here. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it just works out. It works out really good, and. We'll see how the Chargers fare as they were just introduced. Now the hometown Lyman Raiders. We'll get introed. And yeah, so that's what we've got going on. After this week, there'll be a week break, and then a week from Saturday, the Chargers will have a doubleheader. That'll be in Woolsey, as the Charger girls and boys will take on Woolsey Westington. That'll be on Saturday, the 28th, I believe it'll be. Girls boys doubleheader. That one's going to get a little bit earlier start, and then following that on Monday, the 30th, it will be the Philip Scotties. The girls boys doubleheader will be in Oneida on Monday the 30th. So this will be my first opportunity to see the Philip Scotties boys team. I've seen the Lady Scotties in years past. So that is what we've got coming up over the holiday break, and then we get into 2025. So all of that going on. We are going to take a 2-minute timeout and come on back. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Our pregame show has been made possible by Bankwest Oneida. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed. Back in 2 minutes.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett Spray Service
Call Breath Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Lazy, fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
All right, welcome back, everybody. DT along with you. Good to have you on board as the officials are getting to the getting out onto the court here now and bringing the teams out as the Chargers in their road purple with the gold trim, gold letters, gold numbers, as the Raiders in their home whites with the black and red trim, black and red letters and numbers. As we get ready to jump, Kenny will go against Scott as. Ready to go as the officials have it in, up, tipped, and away as the Raiders will start with it. To get it over the wing on the left side, and we are underway from the Lyman Gardens. Wing on the left side, control over there by Smart. They bring it up to the top, controlling there for the Raiders is Jordan Scott. Has it out front, has it out top of the key. She's shadowed there. She is shadowed there by Olson. And looking like a man-to-man D here on the play. Max got stuck at the free throw line, looking to dish it off. She'll turn, put up a shot, floater, no good, as a ball skipped around, and it's thrown off of Scott's knee. A heads-up play there by Paige Bacher, and the Chargers get the ball as we are underway from the Lyman Garden. No score. Game one of our doubleheader. Sully Butte Chargers first touch offensively, bring it into the front court. Olsen with it, wing on the right side. Catch made there by Van Zee. Annalise will go down and lose the handle on the ball. And the Raiders will pick it up. Jordan Scott outlets it over to Smart. Smart drives it down the court, side steps up with the shot, no good. Whistle foul on the play. Foul will be called on Bacher. Page will be her. That'll be her first, team first, and that'll put Smart to the line. Bree Smart for the Raiders. Bree, a 5'8" freshman, so she gets a chance to get some points on the scoreboard. And first shot is pushed to the right, off and no good. As we get ready to go for the second of two, shot up on the way, and that one is good. And the Raiders on the board first, 1-0 as we get rolling back into action. The Chargers will bring it up into the front court. Olsen with it. Olivia drives her on the right side, puts the shot off the glass, can't get it to go. In defensive position for the Raiders was Wagner. Outlets it into the front court. Catch there by Jordan Scott. Has a little wing on the left side. Bounce pass down low. Baseline shot is off of the side of the backboard. No good. Shot up and no good. Foul on the play as number 22 Brooke Palmer took it to the hoop, and I think that's going to be, indeed it is, on Paige Bacher. Bacher quickly picks up her second personal. We're at only 6:48 into the game, and I know Coach Rilling is looking down the bench here. She may be having to grab somebody here. We'll see. As Palmer missed that first shot, she gets another one at the line here. As set, fire, shot on the way. That one's off, pushed off, and no good. Rebound by Van Zee. Annalise for the Chargers up with the pass in front court over to Bacher. Page drives on the right side, puts up the shot off the glass, up and good for 2. Hits the bucket, starts the Chargers scoring first field goal. 2-1 now Chargers. Back the other way, putting up a shot up and good for 2. That is by Scott. Max Scott hits the layup on the left side, and it's 3-2 now. Raiders, as in the backcourt, Olsen. Olivia will bring it across the timeline into the front court, gets it tipped away. And she'll get it back under control into the front court. Olsen has it top of the key as she drives on the right side, stops at the high post, and will kick it. Will kick it over. Turns, puts up the shot, rolls off of the rim, no good, and out. As it'll be touched, the last touch by Sully Buttes. It will be Raider ball. As Jordan Scott now will bring it up. Jordan, 5'10" freshman. It's it out top. Max Scott with it. Drives on the left side. Puts up the shot off of the side of the rim and out. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Lyman. It will be Charger ball. 3-2 our score. 5:51 to go in the first quarter. Just underway. Kinney with the inbounds catch to Voorhees. Sheridan for the Chargers. Looking to dish it off. Now she'll drive it into the front court. Keeps it up. Now gives it over with it to Van Zee. Top of the key to Olsen. Olivia. Looks around, shadowed there by a Smart, gets it tipped away, and it will stay with Sully Buttes. It looked like it was Van Zee and Olsen and Smart that were going for the ball. Last touch by the Raiders, and Olsen will get the ball tipped in. No, it's tipped away and stolen away by a Max Scott. She puts it up and good for 2. Hits it on the nice steal inbounds. 5-2 now. Raiders out front by 3. Chargers with the ball tipped as it was tried to get a pass to the left wing. Off and no good. Van Zee checks out. Yeager will check in now for Sully Buttes. Sideline inbounds for the Chargers in front of the Raiders bench. Inbounds catch. Off with it to Olsen. Olivia for the Chargers. Olivia changes direction, goes back over, gets double teamed. Throws it over with it to Yeager. Jaden dumps it to Bacher. Page has it on the right side, drives toward the baseline, and loses it out of bounds. Loses it off of her hands and goes out. It will be Raider ball on the Chargers turnover, their second. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. 5-2, Lyman with the lead over Sully Buttes. Raiders with the ball, wing on the left side. Catch there by Smart. Top of the key to Palmer. Try to tip it try to drive it down the lane on the right side and dump a pass over to Max Scott, breaking down the left side. Pass was tipped and out of bounds. Raiders ball, baseline inbounds coming up now for Lyman. As Smart will get ready to toss it in. Inbounds catch with it. Jordan Scott puts up a 3, rattles in and out, no good. Down rebound, put back up and good for 2 by Palmer. Palmer hits it, and she's got her first field goal of the night, and it's a 5-point lead for the Raiders now, 7-2. Olsen into the front court, driving for the Chargers, dumps it in underneath as she dumped it over to Kinney, and Scotland went up for the shot, fouled as she went up. The shot was off the mark. It was misdirected, and the foul will be on Kinsey Wagner. Wagner, her first, team first. And 2 at the line coming up here for Scotland for the Chargers, looking for her first points on the night. Gets the first shot to go, and she gets ready for the second. And that's the Chargers' first bucket here in the last couple of minutes. Second shot up on the way, and that one is out, no good. And loose ball, Raiders up with it. Smart, Bree Smart into the front court, freshman for the Raiders. Dumps it off to Scott. That's Jordan Scott. Jordan to the high post, goes to Max Scott. Has it at the free throw line. Jump shot from there is up and good. Hits the 2. Max Scott, 6 points already, and it's 9-3. Raiders leading the Chargers. Olsen will bring it around on the, changes direction, goes on the left side, gets it across the timeline. Into the front court, gets it stripped away and stolen away by Jordan Scott. Foul on the play. That'll be on Olivia Olsen. Olivia tried to get it back and caught some arm, trying to go for the block. So foul. That'll be the third team foul on the Chargers here with 4:09 to go in the first quarter. Inbounds catch with it goes to Palmer. They get in a low post. It goes to Max Scott. Goes up for the shot. Whistle. Foul. She'll go to the line to shoot a couple. Foul on the play, I believe. Oh, that'll be on, Paige Bacher. Oh, my. That'll be her third personal. And she's staying in the game with 4:06 to go in the first quarter. First shot is up and good by Max Scott. Hits it, and she's got 7 in the game, and it's now 10-3 Raiders. And we've got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 30.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your best hybrid steamer. Jesse and Sherry Whitner and family are proud supporters and students and athletes of Sully Butte. They wish them all the success. Whitner Seed Farm is an industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatment, and their hope is second to none. Visit WhitlerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
Following this game, to give the first look at the Sully Butte Charger boys basketball team, the 2024-25 version, as they take on the Lyman Raiders. Coming back here now, Max Scott at the free throw line for the Raiders. And she hit the first shot, gets ready for the second. And the junior for Lyman readies her shot. Sets, fires on the way. That one's up and good. And it's now 11-3. Lyman with the lead. Chargers with the ball into the front court. Olivia Olson for the Chargers as she'll get it back over to the. They bring it around the perimeter. Catch there by Voorhees, Sheridan, and off it goes to Yeager. Jaden on the left side. Pass out top to Olson. Olivia drives around and throws it over to the corner baseline down in low and losing the ball on the turnover. The Raiders get it down the court. And they'll get a double dribble call on Smart, on Bree Smart. Got it and had to redirect. Got one dribble down and then redirected and then did another. And the turnover, their second. We'll give the ball back to Sully Butte. Van Zee, it is Kinney, Olson, Voorhees, and Yeager out in the court for Sully Butte. Olivia over to the wing on the left side. Jaden Yeager there looking in down low. Pass out top. Chargers looking in underneath as she'll drive. Olsen will drive in, gives it off to Voorhees. Sheridan around the arc, off to Yeager. Jaden for the Chargers. Pass in down low. And taken away by the Raiders on a bad pass. Lyman passes it down, gets it down the court. With it, Wagner goes up, puts the shot up, and then good for two. 13-3 now. Lyman with the lead over Sully Butte, and 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Into the front court, Chargers with it. Yeager over it goes to Olsen. Olivia, the travel call. Olivia did a shuffle step, shutter step, and was tagged for the travel. That'll be the 6th turnover on the Chargers. As we'll get a substitution in here now. Voorhees will check out for the Chargers as Berkeley Burney will come in. Inbounds, and Jordan Scott with it for the Raiders. Into the front court, over to the wing on the right side. Wagner there, top of the key to Max Scott. Around the perimeter it goes, clearing. Jordan Scott tried to put a pass across, and it hit off of the backboard. It will stay on the Raiders side. Baseline inbounds coming up now for Lyman, as number 11, Brooke Montgomery, who's just checked in. She will get a baseline inbounds, throws it into Max Scott for the Raiders, kicks it back out. Chargers do a good job of collapsing in on her. Shot from the perimeter's off and no good. Wide open. Montgomery puts up the shot. That's no good. And a loose ball on the way. Raiders up with it as they bring it over as Palmer launches a three. That's off of the mark and no good. Put back up and good for two by Wagner. Hits it, and it's 15-3. Lyman with the lead. Chargers with the ball into the front court. Olivia Olson for Sully Butte drives on the left side. They get it down to the corner. Olivia pulls up for the jumper, hits it. 2 points, good 2-point shot for Olivia. Her first points of the night. It's 15-5. It is Lyman by 10 as Jordan Scott up into the front court. Off to Max Scott. Max drives down, throws up the shot over between the three defenders, and the Chargers loose ball kicking out. Olson with it. Olivia picks it up on the dribble and brings it into the front court. Will lose the handle on it. And we've got a foul on the play. That'll be on Jordan Scott. That'll be her first of the game. And that's the second team foul on the Raiders. Chargers with 4. And that'll reset at the end of the quarter here. Coming back in is coming in number 12. That is Ehlers, along with, let's see, we've got Smart, Jordan Scott, Max Scott as well. And with it, Olivia Olson for Sully Buttes. Olivia has the top of the key. Stops there over there. Looks to dish it off. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow will give it over to the Chargers with 1:34 to play in the first quarter. 10-point lead for Lyman. 15-5 is our score. And a baseline inbounds coming up for the Chargers. Inbounds toss. It goes to Olsen. Olivia for the Chargers wing on the left side. Stops her dribble on the wing. Off to Yeager. Jaden for the Chargers. Dumps it in underneath. Breaking for the basket. Up and good for 2 by Bernie. Berkeley with the bucket. 15-7. Nice work play. Good pass and finish. Chargers trail by 8. Now 15-7 to score. And with it, and we've got a foul on the play. That'll be on Olivia Olsen. Olivia with her second personal. Paige Bacher with 3. Olivia Olsen with 2 for the Chargers, and it'll be the 5th team foul. So the Raiders will shoot from here on out, as it'll be Brooke Montgomery stepping in to shoot 2. As Raiders here have controlled the pace of this contest here. Tough pressure defense, just like they've had the past couple years. Max Scott and Wagner check out for the Raiders. And second shot coming up here by Montgomery. First shot missed the mark. Second shot, that one's up on the way. That one's good. And Montgomery 1 for 2 on the trip, and it's now 16-7. Lyman leading Sully Buttes. Bernie into the front court with it for the Chargers. Berkeley across the timeline into the front court, dribbling through as a dump off. She fell, tried to set up a screen. Now she gets back up. Olsen with it. Olivia on the wing on the left side, and looks like Olivia stepped on the out of bounds line, so it'll be Raider ball. 7th turnover on the Chargers as Raiders up with it. Jordan Scott takes her time into the front court with under a minute to go in the first quarter. Lyman leads 16-7. Game 1 of our doubleheader here. Girls turn first. Raiders working around the perimeter. Jordan Scott drives on the left side, throws up the shot. They try to get it in down low to number 12, Ehlers. Put up the shot, no good. Lyman gets the ball back, and Jordan Scott will drive baseline on the left side. It's off and no good. Loose ball. She goes back and gets the rebound. And right now the Raiders are just out hustling and out muscling the Chargers. Shot from the perimeter is off and no good. With it, Van Zee for Sully Buttes, as she'll give it to Bernie into the front court. Over to Yeager. Jaden wing on the left side. Looks in underneath. Nothing open. Over to Bernie on the wing on the right, on the left side. Pass off. It goes on the right side, rather, as Yeager goes in. They throw it in down low. Try to get it up, and taken away by the Raiders. And knocked away. And the Raiders try to get it up front. And a shot is off of the mark. And after 1 quarter of play, it is Lyman 16, Sully Buttes 7. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Girls action here from the Lyman Gardens back in 60 on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
Like 2 peas in a pod, some things are just better together. And that is why chiropractic and acupuncture go hand in hand to reduce stress, peak performance, and maximize wellness. Whether you're cheering from the stands or scoring the points, your body needs to recharge and reset between games. Let acupuncture and chiropractic help carry you through the season. Shared care with Dr. Jess and Dr. Allie is a sure way to secure a victory. Stop in and see us on Main Street in Oneida or call to schedule today. 258-2626. 258-2626.
Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 2 120-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
Welcome back. DT with you as the Lyman Raiders come on. They show that defensive strength and great ball movement as they lead 16-7. 8 points for Max Scott in that first quarter. 4 for Kenzie Wagner. For the Chargers, 2 points each for Bernie, Olson, and Bacher. And, yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of the scoring there with 1 point going to Scotland Kinney. Raiders have it as they start with the ball. First into the front court. They go to Smart. They work it around the perimeter. Jordan Scott puts up a three. Baseline left side hits the three. Jordan Scott for the three-pointer. Hits it. Starts the scoring in the second quarter. The ball to make the lead 12, 19-7. Now as Scotland Kinney goes up for the threw a pass in down low. Whistle. And travel call on the play. They got it over to Annalise Van Zee and must have got her for a travel as she readjusted on the left side, tried to put up a shot off of the backboard, and got tagged for the turnover. Raiders with it as driving in. Max Scott kicks it over the wing. Jordan Scott with another three from that spot is off and no good. Max Scott gets the loose ball. Scotland Kinney will get the rebound, and we've got a whistle and a foul. And the foul on the play that'll go on the Raiders, I think that's going to be Wagner. Indeed, it is. And that'll be her second. Chargers now will get the ball into the front court. Kinney with it. Scotland for the Chargers. Picks up a dribble on the left side. Off with it to Yeager. Top of the key with it to Olsen. Olivia. The wing on the left side brings it around the perimeter as Olsen keeps it alive. And a whistle and a foul on the play. That'll be called on Max Scott. That'll be her first, team second, and the Chargers will inbounds in the front court on the Raiders fan side. Folks get moved in, and Olsen with it for Sully Buttes. Over to the left side, catch there by Kinney. Scotland gets it back out to the perimeter. Olivia pulls up for the jumper at the top of the key. That's off and no good. Loose ball. They throw back out. Yeager gets it in underneath to Kinney. She puts up the shot. Blocked on the play. Up with it as dumps it over down to the baseline. Shot up and off and no good. Jordan Scott with the rebound. She dribbles that. She takes it down the lane, puts up the shot, goes coast to coast, hits the lay-in. Good for her fifth point, and they're all in this quarter. 21-7. Now Lyman by 14 with 6:25 to play in the first half. Charger ball. Olsen into the front court. Olivia drives down into the lane, loses a handle on the ball. Picked up on the play by Wagner. Coming back the other way for the Raiders. Outlet pass to Scott. Mack throws it up on the right side, rolls it down good and through. She's got 10, and it's 23-7 now. Lyman with the lead. Chargers with the ball. Olsen into the front court. Olsen has it out top. Stops on the wing on the right side. Brings it up top to Yeager. Jaden for the Chargers. Gets her pocket pick from Jordan. Now it gets picked up by Olsen. Olivia jump shot at the free throw line. Off the back iron and no good. Rebound by Yeager. Jaden puts up a shot. That's off of the mark. In down low. Coming up with it is Smart. Smart for the Raiders. Outlets it to Max Scott. Driving it on the right side. Up the glass. Up and good for two. 25-7 now. Raiders in control here with 5:38 to go in the half. Chargers up with it in the front court. Pass over to Voorhees. Sheridan for the Chargers. Went to the front, then went back to the wing on the left side, and we've got a foul on the play. That's going to be an offensive foul on, I think it's going to be called on Olivia Olsen. Yep, Olivia. They're going to get Olivia for the offensive foul, and that will get Bernie back into the. And we've got a timeout on the court, a 60. We'll take one as well. Back in 1 minute. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 60 seconds.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
You're listening to Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. DT Meyer along with you from the Lyman Garden as the Chargers, right now the Charger girls game one of our doubleheader, trailing 25-7. As I believe, it'll be the Raiders' ball after the Charger timeout, and they'll bring it up as a Smart along with Wagner, Max Scott. Let's see, number 22, that's Palmer. Gets it in down low. Look, Max Scott lays it off the glass up and good for 2. Also out in the court, number 11, Montgomery. Out for the Chargers, it is Kinney, Voorhees, Van Zee, and the ball thrown away. Bernie threw it down there, but the Raiders intercept, throw it down, put up the shot, good for 2. Foul on the play. As I think Berkeley was trying to lead a pass, and bucket's good, and the shot was good on the play here. That'll be called on Berkeley Burney, her first. So insult to injury there. Added got a turnover, and the shot was by Smart. It was up and good. Missed the free throw. Chargers to get the rebound. And we're coming back. 4:56, buddy. That's. Understood. The message received loud and clear. This is tough. As the Raiders will try to set up here, the Chargers will throw it in. And Jaden, as she's trying to control it, but she's being shadowed there by Montgomery, loses the ball out of bounds. 10th turnover. Make that 11. That's turnover number 11 on the Chargers with 4:50 to go in the half. Raiders with it in the front court. Max Scott cross courts it over. A catch there by Wagner. Throws it up off the glass, up and good for 2. Wagner with the bucket. And it's 31-7 now. Lyman. Taillights fading on this one. As with it is Yeager. Jaden for the Chargers over to the left, on the right side with it to Bernie. Berkeley for the Chargers. Picks up her dribble. Throws it up out top to Van Zee. She'll drive down, put up a floater in the lane. Hits the shot. Annalise, her first bucket of the night. 31-9. Lyman with the lead. Raiders with the ball. In the front court is Smart. Smart for the Raiders. Has it out top. The point guard looks to the wing on the right side. Catch over there by Montgomery. Montgomery over to the corner to Wagner. Out top to Max Scott. Has the top of the key. Max Scott looking in the paint for Palmer. Nothing open. They work it back out to the perimeter. Down to the baseline on the left side. Top of the key. Max Scott with it again. Kicks it out to the wing. 3 on the way. A high rainbow is off and no good. And Yeager gets the rebound for the Chargers. She'll bring it up with 3:50 to go in the first half. Into the front court. Down to the wing on the left side. They get it in, try to get it in down low. And it was knocked out of bounds. Brooke Palmer with the knockout, and the Chargers will keep possession on the play. And Chargers will inbounds in front of the scorer's bench with 3:41 in the half. Trailing now 31-9. A 22-point lead here for the Raiders. Into the front court. Over it goes to Voorhees. Sheridan pass out top to Kinney. Scotland over to Bernie. Throws it in, tries to get it in down low to Yeager. Kicks it back out. A 2 on the way. Off from by Voorhees. Wing on the right side is off and no good. Whistle. Foul on the play. That'll be called on Annalise Van Zee. Got some contact, got some body as Jordan Scott was trying to hustle it up the court. That'll be Annalise's first, team third, and each team with 3 team fouls as the clock gets rolling here, and the Raiders up with it. Into the front court, Jordan Scott. Over to the wing on the left side. It's to Wagner. Over to Palmer. Around the perimeter. Jordan Scott in down low. Catch made there by Ehlers. Gets it back out to the perimeter. Drew Smart. They get over the wing on the left side. Good ball moving by Lyman. Passing around Jordan Scott with it. Back around, let's go to the wing on the left side. Pass into the paint, ball tip, but the Raiders come up with it. In with it now is Smart. She gets up, travel call. Chargers will get the ball back with 2:52 to play here in the half. Trailing by 22, 31-9. The Raiders are just showing their dominance. They were a state tournament team last year. They came in the 7th seed, finished in 4th. As tough pressure defense. Chargers throw another one away. Berkeley Burney tried to get it in down low, right into the hands of the Raiders, right into the teeth of the Raiders defense. Shot on the way from the left side is off and no good. Chargers get the rebound. Burney will bring it up now for Sully Buttes. Bernie into the front court. Looks over. As they bring it up, let's see. Knocked out. Chargers will get it on the side. And underway once again. With it is Bernie over to the wing on the left side. Voorhees with it. Sheridan looking into down low, but nothing open. They get it back out to the perimeter with it. Van Zee. Annalise for the Chargers. Over to the wing on the left side. And Berkeley lost it out of bounds. As the Raiders, let's see, that'll be turnover number 13 on the Chargers. Yike. Back underway. Scott with it in the front court. Jordan Scott, the wing on the left side. Back out top to Palmer. Max Scott back in. Cross courts it over. Catch by sister Jordan. Throws it back out top. Max Scott makes a move towards the lane. Throws up the shot. Gets it up and good for two. She's got 8 in the quarter. 16 in the game. 33-9. Lyman leading Sully Buttes with 1:40 to go here as Bernie kind of lost her balance. Got the ball and telegraphed a pass and picked off by Wagner. Puts it up and good for two on the turnover and hits the bucket. 35-9. Lyman with the lead. Chargers with the ball. Yeager into the front court. Jaden for the Chargers on the left. He throws up the right side. Throws it off the side of the backboard as she was driving in. Whistle. And we've got a foul. Foul will be called on Jordan Scott. Her second. It'll be the 15th foul. And that'll put Jaden to the line to shoot two here for the Chargers with 1:20 to go in the half. Shot is up and no good. As Jaden is ready for the second to two, the junior. Shot up and that one goes. And Chargers are in double digits, trailing by 25 now, 35-10, our score. Raiders with it into the front court to from Jordan Scott out to Wagner, over to Max Scott, wing on the left side, cross court pass, catch made out there by Wagner, get it in down low. Palmer goes for the baseline jumper on the left side, up and good in the paint, up and good for two. That is by Ehlers, hits the bucket. Ella Ehlers, her first points, and it's 37-10. Raiders with under a minute to go in the first half. Chargers with the ball as they pass it in, getting it to Yeager. Jaden puts a shot off the glass on the left side, hits it. Up and good for two. 37-12. Raiders quickly back the other way. Comes Lyman, up and good for two. Fast break points. Kenzie Wagner, 6 points in the quarter, 10 in the game, and it's 39-12. Raiders with 28 seconds to play in the half. Shot clock is off. Charger ball. Yeager with it in the wing on the right side. They throw it in down low to get it to Kinney. Scotland puts it up and good for two. As her first field goal on the night. She's got 3 points in the game. 39-14. Lyman out front. Raiders up with it into the front court. Jordan Scott passed to the free throw line to Palmer. Give and go, back up it goes to Jordan Scott, and it's off and no good. Chargers will get the rebound as a launch shot is off and no good, and that'll be the halftime score. Lyman 39, Sully Buttes 14. You're listening to Charger Sports on Country 95.3. PureCountry.com will take a 3-minute timeout and come on back with stats, scores, and more right after this 3-minute break.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical. AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
The Corner in Oneida reminds you they're open after the game for your snack and beverage needs. From hot stuffed pizzas and roasted chicken to wraps, salads, burgers, and much more. They also carry a large variety of beverages to quench your thirst. The Corner in Oneida has it all, and you'll find plenty of specials throughout the store. Remember, the Corner is open for your convenience after the game. Call ahead for orders. Bus is always welcome. The Corner in Oneida, 258-2400. 258-2400.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net.
Welcome back, everybody. Hi, DT along with you as we take a look here at the Blue Goose halftime report as the Raiders are just rolling tonight here. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. They have not lost a step. They lead 39-14 at the half. And, yeah, it's been that dominant. Raiders are just passing over and around and defensing the Chargers into submission here. 16 points for Max Scott at the break, 10 for Kenzie Wagner. Other scores, 5 in the game for Jordan Scott, 3 for Bree Smart, 2 for Brooke Palmer, 2 for Ella Ehlers, 1 for Brooke Montgomery. Raiders 4 of 7 from the free throw line on the night. I've got them in the books for 4 turnovers on the at the half. For the Chargers, 3 points for Jaden Yeager, 3 points for Scotland Kinney, 2 points for Berkeley Burney, 2 for Annalise Van Zee, 2 for Olivia Olsen, and 2 for Paige Bacher, who went to the bench early with her third personal in the first quarter. And that's a total of 14 points. Chargers 2 of 4 from the free throw line. And I have the Chargers in the books for 15, 1-5 turnovers at the half. Score at the end of the first quarter, the Raiders led 16-7. Outscored the Chargers 23-7 in the second quarter. I mean, there's just no way to sugarcoat this, man. The Raiders are just showing head and shoulders above everything. But so that's how it looked. That's how it looked. As far as the first half is concerned. By the way, following this game, you'll get the boys' first game of the season. They're taking on a real good Lyman Raider team, and they've got size. They've got veteran leadership. This is a tough matchup this early in the season for the Charger girls, and it will be for the boys as well. The Charger boys game will follow coming up here. So that's what we've got going on. We will take a. I tell you what, we'll take a 3-minute timeout and come on back. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 3 minutes.
YAG Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. YAG Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. YAG Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771.
Are you looking for a reliable vehicle to haul the family around in? Maybe you're searching for the perfect tailgating vehicle. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, Pierre, and Gettysburg. Lamb Chevrolet has a great selection of SUVs and crossovers to choose from. Check out the entire inventory online at lambmotor.com. Lamb Chevrolet and Implement, located in Oneida, Pierre, and Gettysburg. Go Chargers!
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers!
At Purus, we play to win, which led to being named the most innovative food company of 2021. For over 30 years, we have worked to develop the highest quality peas for plant-based protein on the market, which is sourced from several South Dakota farmers. Our alliance with farmers allows us to build a safe and secure food supply in the United States. Join our Herald production team and make moves, because at Purus, it's not just a job, it's a career. Apply online, PURIS.com. Purus, born and bred in the USA.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitner and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitnerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitner Seed Farm, 605-280-0152. Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. Hi, DT along with the Raiders are out here. They got back into the they got back from the locker room about about a minute and a half ago. I mean, I don't know, they're in control 39-14. I'm sure Coach Buss didn't really have a lot to talk about there because they have been so dominant, and the Chargers right now are just it's like they've been blindsided. It was last year the Raiders did pretty much the same thing up in Oneida, and it was a good old-fashioned thrashing there. And they're serving it up another heap and helping of it here in this half. We'll see if they get to the continuous clock here or not. And then it'll be the boys' turn to come out and take on a very good, tough, and talented Raider squad. And we'll have that game for you here to follow. So listen up for that. Doubleheader basketball action later on this week. There will be Friday night Charger girls back on their home court. They'll be taking on the Harriet Selby area Wolverines, a solid club in their own right. And we'll have that one for you with the 7:45 tip, 7:30 pregame. And then on Saturday afternoon, it's an earlier start. It's an earlier start for that one. The Charger boys will be in Winter to take on the perennial powerhouse, the Winter Warriors. The JV starts at 12 o'clock. We will not obviously we usually don't carry the JV games, but the Charger varsity will start about 1:15 or so, and we'll have that for you. And we'll bring you basketball action. And then we go into the moratorium. We go into the holiday break. And when we come back out of that, the Chargers on that Saturday, the 28th, will be in Wolsey to take on Wolsey-Westington, a girls-boys doubleheader. Back home on Monday, the 30th of December, Chargers will square off against the Philip Scotties in a girls-boys doubleheader in that one as well. So that's how it starts out. Chargers will start with the ball, and it is Van Zee, Voorhees, Olsen, Bacher, and Kinney out for the Chargers. For the Raiders, Max Scott, Jordan Scott, along with Smart, Palmer, and Wagner. Starting five for both sides as Chargers will start with it, trailing 39-14 as the officials get it in and underway, and away we go. As the Chargers up with it into the front court, Olsen, Olivia for the Chargers. Looks for breakers over to the wing on the left side. Catch, they throw it in down low to Bacher. Page backs in, throws up the shot off of the bottom of the backboard. Down to the Raiders. Palmer with it, pushing it into the front court. Bounce pass through. Nice pass. Got it between two defenders. A shot from the wing on the right side. Wing on the left side, rather. That is by Jordan Scott. Hits a three to start the scoring, and it's 42-14 now. Raiders with the lead. Chargers with the ball. And passing it over to the wing on the left side. Catch there by Voorhees Sheridan. Throws it back out as the Raiders tight defense and gets you in and gets you away from your game plan. To be sure, they just squeeze you out of the way here, and they dictate the pace, the play of the game. And boy, they are sure doing it to perfection. Bad pass into the paint by Van Zee as the Raiders pick it off, driving him back the other way, up and good for two. That is by Jordan Scott again. Hits a two-pointer, and it's 44-14. Raiders with the ball, and that was as the Chargers up with it. Olsen into the front court. Olivia for the Chargers pulls up high post right side, puts up the shot, blocked and taken down by Jordan Scott. Jordan Scott throws it over to Palmer, and Palmer up with it. Cross courts over to the wing on the left side, throws that one away, and the Chargers will get the ball. And we have a continuous clock now as the Raiders have a 30-point lead over Sully Buttes. Continuous clock in this game. The Raiders have just come out here and barnstormed the Chargers, showing them what life is all about. As Chargers throw it away again over there down the left side, down in the corner, as they try to get it to Sheridan Voorhees, and she lost it out of bounds. Raiders will get the ball back, and we'll get it back underway. Jordan Scott into the front court as she crosses the timeline over to the wing on the left side. Catched over there by Smart. Smart on the wing on the left side. Gets it, it'll make a move toward the basket, splits the defender, puts it off the glass, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound. Stuck under the basket, looking to throw it off, and gets it a stoppage of play, and it will be Charger ball. I believe they're gonna overrule it. It'll be Raiders ball. Chargers thought they maybe had it on the turnover, but the Raiders, it was Wagner, I believe, that threw it off the leg of a Charger defender, went out of bounds. It will be Raider ball. With it is Scott. Jordan Scott over. It goes to a shot on the way. Is up and good by Smart. That's good for three by Bree Smart. Hits the three. She's got 6 points in the game, and it's 47-14. Lyman leading Sully Buttes over the Charger girls here as the Chargers throw that ball away yet again. The Raiders pick it off and coming back the other way. Palmer into the front court for Lyman. Palmer over to the left side. Max Scott with it. Pass over. Cross-court ball tipped and taken away. Still on the play there by Scott. And she'll get tagged for the double dribble. So the turnover will bring it back to the Raiders. And the clock keeps ticking. Continuous clock time now for the Raiders. And it's just they're just marching it down. Leading 47-14 over the Sully Buttes Charger girls. Up with it. As driving it in, Jordan Scott loses the ball. As with it is Yeager. Jaden throws it over to Olsen. Olivia in the front court. Tried to get a pass in, and the Raiders just easily pick that one off. Travel call. The Chargers will get the ball back. Teams exchanging turnovers there. As baseline inbounds coming up for Sully Buttes here now. And on an inbounds, it goes to Bacher. Page wing on the right side. Page drives around towards the baseline. Jump shot was blocked. Jordan Scott got her hand on it. Raiders coming back the other way. Palmer passed on the front court to Smart. Kicks it across. Up and good for two. Max Scott with the finish. She's got 18. 49-14. Raiders. Chargers with the ball into the front court. It is Olsen. Olivia for the Chargers. Stops her dribble. And looking to... not quite sure where she's going to go. Gets it over to Jaden Yeager. Jaden loses it, and the Raiders will pick it up as they give it over to Jordan Scott. Jordan drives on the left side. No, they'll be called for the offensive foul. Jordan Scott will be tagged for the offensive foul, and that basket will not count. And the Chargers will get the ball back. As up with it now for Sully Buttes is Olivia Olsen. Olivia into the front court for the Chargers. Wing on the right side. Goes to Voorhees. Out top to Kinney. As Scotland back over to Bacher. Page for the Chargers. Thinks about a three. Pulls the trigger. Off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound on the play. Put back up and off. No good by Voorhees. Rebound on the play by Palmer for the Raiders. Lyman back the other way they come. Palmer into the front court. Pulls back behind the arc. Dump it on the right side. Baseline jump shot is off and no good. It was off of the mark by the Raiders. I believe that was Wagner that took the shot. Knocked out of bounds. Baseline inbounds coming up here for the Raiders. A 30-second timeout. We'll come on back in 30. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
We are back. DT along with you as the Chargers coming out. It is Yeager, Bacher, Kinney, Voorhees, and Olsen. As the Raiders coming out now with Wagner, Palmer, Max Scott, Jordan Scott. And let's see if Bree Smart is going to throw it in. Get crossers going in. Pass goes out and to the wing. The Raiders control. Max Scott with it. Cross courts it over. Catch over there by Wagner. Top of the key. They throw it in down low. Ball through the hands and the Chargers will get it. As Voorhees will pick up the loose ball and give it over to Olsen. We're coming back the other way. 2:10 to go in the third quarter. Continuous clock going here as the Raiders in control, 49-14. Chargers with the ball, top of the key. It goes to Bacher. Page drives around on the right side, and we've got contact on the play. Foul on the play on the Raiders. Let's see, and I believe that is going to be, I think that's going to be on, I thought that was going to be on Smart. That'll be her first. And it'll be a sideline inbounds coming up for Sully Buttes. Keeping that clock going. Voorhees looks to toss it in, gets knocked away quickly by Smart for the Raiders. Man, this is a loaded team. I saw the roster, and man, there wasn't a lot of. They have 11 players, and oh man, every one of them is just rock solid. Ball gets Yeager tried to throw it in, gets stripped and taken away, but Palmer lost it out of bounds. Chargers will get another inbound as Ehlers checks in along with Montgomery, and Smart and Palmer will check out for Lyman here now with 1:03 to go in the third quarter. Clock ticking. Continuous clock in this game. Raiders leading 49-14. Pass to the high post. It goes to Kinney. Scotland for the Chargers. Has room to put it down. Dumps it off. Gives it to Bacher. Goes up for the shot. Blocked. Jordan Scott comes up with the loose ball. Jordan Scott into the front court with it for the Raiders. Drives. Kicks it under the wing on the left side. A three on the way is off the mark and no good. Put back by Ehlers. Coming back the other way. Contact under the basket. Foul on the play. Foul will be called on Ehlers. That'll be her first, team third. And it'll be Bernie and Van Zee checking in for the Chargers as Bacher and Olsen come out with 20 seconds to go in the third. Chargers trailing 49-14. Bernie into the front court with it for Sully Buttes. Over it goes to Voorhees. Sheridan for the Chargers. Stuff gets it over to Van Zee on the wing on the right side. They throw it in down to Yeager. Jaden wasn't ready for it. It came off of her. A turnover on the play. Raiders coming back the other way. A shot, a floater at the buzzer. And after 3 quarters, it is Lyman 49, Sully Buttes 14. Chargers were shut out in that quarter. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports on Country 95.3, PureCountry.com. Back in 1 minute.
Access Health Oneida welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluation for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports physicals. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Wishing the Sully Butte Chargers good luck this season from Access Health Oneida, assuring access to quality health care. AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
And welcome back, everybody. We are back, getting ready for fourth quarter play. And as the Chargers come out here on the court, it is Yeager, Bacher, Kinney, Olson, and Voorhees starting five for the Chargers. Out for the Raiders, it is Ehlers along with Wagner, Palmer, number 11, Montgomery, and Smart for Lyman. Raiders get it underway. Over to the wing on the left side, right side rather, it is Palmer. Now they get it in the low blocks. It goes to Ehlers, throws it in underneath, shot up and good for two. That is by Brooke Palmer, hits it. She's got 4 points in the game, and it's 51-14 Lyman. Chargers with the ball. Olson gets it in. She tried to drive in. It was cut off. Voorhees did the same. She was cut off. They give it over to Yeager. Jaden tries to put up a shot. It was blocked. Stolen away as picked up the loose ball. Bacher tried to throw it off a leg. It went right into the hands of Palmer. Brooke outlets it in the front court. Gets it back up to go down the lane to throw up a shot. Can't get it to go. Whistle. And ball goes over as it goes out of bounds. It'll be Sully Butte's ball. Chargers up with it here now with 7:10 to play in the game. Bacher with it. Page drives into the lane, throws up the shot. Foul. As go to the line, and looks like Jordan Scott and Max Scott will get ready to check back in along with Van Zee for the Chargers. And at the line will be Paige Bacher to shoot two. She's got 2 points in the game. Those in the first quarter. Missed the first shot. Chargers are still looking for their first points of the second half. They trail 51-14. Whew. That score says it all, doesn't it? Yeah, as the clock is stopped as the stoppage of play. Second shot, that one's off no good either. 0 for 2 on that trip on field on free throws. Raiders will throw it away. They try to throw it down the court, and a rare turnover by Lyman. That's their 7th on the night. And as they start over here, the Chargers will throw it back in. Olson in the backcourt catches it, brings it up. Van Zee with it, and Annalise over to Kinney. Scotland back over to Van Zee. Throws it in underneath, right into the hands of Max Scott. Yet another turnover in the Raiders. Fast break points up and good for Smart. That's up and good for two, and it's 53-14. Raiders with it. Into the front court, Bacher will lose it, and a foul on the play as coming behind was Jordan Scott. She'll pick up, Jordan will pick up her 4th personal. It's a second team foul. And it'll be a sideline inbounds for the Chargers with under 6 minutes to go in the game. Chargers still looking for their first points of the second half. Jump shot from the free throw line is off the mark by Van Zee. Raiders with the rebound. Smart pass in the front court. It goes to Jordan Scott. To the wing on the other right side. Tried to get it over to Montgomery. Threw it behind her and threw it away. Chargers get the ball on the turnover. As Bernie will check in for the Chargers. Berkeley Bernie coming in. And Olivia Olson up with it now with 5:20 to go here in the ball game. Chargers bring it around. Olson gets it in underneath. Tried to get it to Bacher. She gets it tipped away. Quick hands by the Raiders once again. Brooke Palmer swatted it out. Chargers will get a baseline inbounds as Van Zee will get ready to toss it in. Inbounds. Van Zee looking, arcs a pass out to the perimeter with it. Olson. Olivia for the Chargers. Pulls up for the jumper. Off the back iron and out. No good. Rebound by Bacher. Page tries to go for the shot. Charge call. Offensive foul on Bacher. And we got a player down, but looks like back up. That's Smart. Bree. She's a little wobbly. And the offensive foul called on Bacher. And it looks like Bree Smart's going to check out for the Raiders here now, and I believe Wagner will check back in. Or is she not? The clock is stopped. And it will be. Oh, they're calling a technical? They're calling a technical foul on the Raiders. As Bacher will step to the line, Page will hit the first shot. First points of the second half. Comes at 4:26 of the fourth quarter mark. Second shot up, and that one is off the iron and no good. And the Chargers will inbounds. On the far side. And I believe it's the Chargers. Yeah, Chargers ball here. They're looking. The officials are looking. It's like, no, this would be Sully Butte's ball. The Raiders looking like they were going to pass it in, and the officials like, no. Let's get this right, and they'll get ready to toss it in. Inbounds catch with it to Olsen. Olivia for the Chargers. Shadowed there by Montgomery into the front court. Olivia as it gets it tipped away and loses it out of bounds. It'll be Charger ball. 4:15 to play. 53-15. Lyman leading Sully Buttes in girls basketball play. Chargers sideline inbounds into the field of play. With it is Olsen. Olivia for the Chargers. Top of the key. Wing on the right side to Bernie. Berkeley throws it in underneath to Kinney. Scotland dumps it in underneath, and it's tipped and taken away by the Raiders. Coming back the other way, Montgomery throws up the shot off the side of the backboard, and no good. And a foul on the play. And the foul will be called on Olivia Olsen. And Olivia picking up her fourth personal. They've got her for 3. And at the line for the Raiders is number 11. That is Brooke Montgomery. Misses the first shot. She's now 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Made a couple in the first quarter. Olsen checks out for the Chargers as Voorhees checks in. And also... Yeager in as Van Zee will check out for Sully Buttes. Second shot by Montgomery. She gets the ball, aims, fires, shot up and short. And Chargers will get the ball after the miss. Up with it in the front court with it Bacher. Page for the Chargers. Driving on the right side. They throw it in on the baseline. They throw it away. Another turnover. The Raiders step in and take it. Palmer in the front court with the baseline. Wing on the right side. Pass out top. Max got with it for the Raiders. Looking over around the perimeter with it to Montgomery. Over to Palmer. Wing on the left side. Catch made there by Smart. With it, Max got now makes a move towards the lane. Kicks it out top of the key. Smart with it. To the wing on the right side, launching at 3 is Wagner off the front of the rim and out, no good. Yeager down with the rebound for the Chargers with 2:50 to play in the ball game. Chargers with 1 point in the second half. They get it in the front court with it to Bacher. Page loses the ball, taken away by the Raiders. Coming back the other way for an easy layup, up and good for 2. That is Max Scott with the bucket. She's got 20 points, and it's 55-15, a 40-point lead for Lyman over Sully Buttes in girls basketball play. Oh my, as Yeager goes up for the shot. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul on the play on the Raiders, and that will be called on number 11 on Brooke Montgomery, her first, and that'll put 2 at the line here coming up here now for Van Zee. Annalise hits the, no, check that. That is, I'm sorry, that's Jaden Yeager. Jaden hits the first shot. And all the Chargers' points in the second half have come from the free throw line, all 2 of them. Oh, my. Number 24 for the Raiders, Chloe Collins is coming in, as Max Scott will be done for the night. And Yeager, it's ready to go for the second of 2. With 2:16 to play. Second shot, that's off. And rebound on the play with it, Palmer. Palmer up under the front court. Over to the wing on the right side to Smart. Bree Smart for the Raiders. Keeps it on the right side. Catch made there by Collins. Back over to Smart. And they work it over to the left side. Palmer with it, tries to clear for a shot, throws it in the paint to Ehlers with the catch, turn, puts up and good for 2. Ella Ehlers with the bucket. She's got 4 and it's 57-16. Lyman leading. Sully Butte charges with the ball into the front court with it. It goes around to Yeager. Jaden for the Chargers. Drives it in, kicks it over to Bacher. Page pulls up for the jump shot. That's short. And loose ball tipped, and Lyman controls with 1:35 to go. Front court with it is Smart for Lyman. Smart over down to the corner baseline on the left side. Back, she gets it back out top. Raiders just working around, passing to the paint. It goes to Ehlers. She'll put it up again. Hits it up and good for 2. Ella Ehlers has found home in the middle of the lane and turned and put the bucket in. She has 6 now, and it's 59-16. Raiders. Chargers go up for a shot. That's Yeager. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the foul on the play will be called on the Raiders. I believe it's going to be on Brooke Palmer. And Brooke with her first of the night. It's 4th team foul. And Yeager at the line to shoot 2 for the Chargers. First shot is up and off and no good. She is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. She is 2 for 5 here now from the free throw line on the night. Looks like the Raiders are going to empty the bench here now with 1:02 to go in the ball game. Continuous clock. Raiders crushing Sully Butte 59-16 in boys basketball. In girls basketball play, boys are coming up. Second shot was missed and no good. Chargers get the rebound. Olivia Olsen with it. Pulls back for a 3. That's off the mark. And it goes up and hits the support guy wire. It's out of bounds. Chargers will sub down as well. And the timeout, there is a timeout on the court. A 60. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Sully Butte Sports and Country 95.3, purecountry.com, back in 60.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical.
Back up and underway. A foul driving down the side. That was Chloe Collins. Chloe went for the baseline on the left side. She was fouled going up, and the foul on the play. She's going to shoot 2 at the line. Is Collins. Foul on the play. I believe that's going to go on Kenny on Scotland, her first, and 2 at the line. First shot is off and no good. As let's see, we've got Allie Bueller and J.C. Yeager checking in for the Chargers. Kinney and Bernie will check out now for Sully Buttes with 30.1 seconds to go here in the game. Raiders going to 2-0 on the season. Second shot, that one's off and no good. Chargers with the rebound. J.C. Yeager up with it into the front court for Sully Buttes. Yeager over to the left side, drive, throws up the shot, can't get it to go. Knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Raiders. It'll be Sully Buttes' ball with 15 seconds and counting left to go. Westball ready to throw it in. Teagan gets it in to Weisheitel. Miley for the Chargers drives in towards the lane, throws it back out to Smith, and a shot on the way is off and no good. Raiders come down with the rebound. Collins up with it. Jump ball called, and that will be the ball game. 59-16. Wow! The Sully Butte Charger girls just get smoked here in this first game tonight as we'll get ready for the doubleheader. Back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Charger Sports and Country 95.3, purecountry.com. Make it 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
At Bank West, our philosophy is simple: helping customers succeed and communities prosper. When you choose Bank West, you also choose hometown service and South Dakota values. And the money you invest with us stays in the local community, building a brighter future for all. For a bank that always puts customers and communities first, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment.